Hi, this is Ernie. I'm that guy who had $6 in his checking account to now having millions of dollars. People have asked, how do you buy stocks? How do you know which stocks to buy? So I'm going to explain to you in this video how I do it. And believe it or not, I don't buy a lot of individual stocks, despite what you believe or what you might have seen. Why? Because stock picking is incredibly hard. And you don't know what's going on inside. I actually applied for a couple jobs and having job interviews just to find out what's going on with some of these companies. You'd be surprised. It's a complete mess. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know how they're going to grow. So without knowing this type of information, I'm very reluctant to put bulk of my money into individual stocks. That's why 80% of my money, sometimes I have like 50% cash, 30% cash, but whatever I'm holding out of that 80% is in ETFs. Some are in VOO, good chunk is in VOO. Others are in leveraged ETFs that are extremely undervalued. Like for example, last year, SOXL that got a 7x return, or LABU that I got a 4x return. These type of big bets within ETFs also enable me to get a massive return. This is why I was able to deliver like 92% return last year when S&P 500 was giving me 16%. So how much money do I typically use for individual stocks? It's 12 to 15% of my money in individual stocks. And some of them, like for example, last year, QBTS, I got like 8x return, NBIS 3x return. But whatever money that I make, what I typically do is I buy something that I want to hold for next 5, 10, or 15 years. And there were NVIDIAs that I got a 41x return. It was a Square that I got 11x return. And this time around, it has been Quantum. And remember, I don't use my own money to invest. I use the profit, or what I call house money. And I ask people, what is the next thing that's going to happen after AI? Because I believed bubble was going to burst. So I ended up selling a lot of, almost all AI related things at the end of October and early November last year. So all the profit that I had, where did I put my money? I put it into nuclear and quantum. And one of the quantum is doing extremely well. And since many of you guys were asking, hey, did you buy them that early? Do you still have it? I want to know, I want to see. All right, so here,